Welcome back to the channel. If you clicked on the video, I know what you're clicking it on for is some more Superjet content and what we got for it. So obviously y'all know from one of my last videos, the updates on everything, we had some issues with like the hood kind of coming loose. I was going to change out the brackets up here and do a few other things, and my hand pole is starting to separate again. So it kind of needs to be, I'm probably going to repair it anyways and then just stick it up in the attic for now. But we got those few little issues, and I was kind of considering doing aftermarket pole and all that. Well, one of my buddies ended up getting a pretty, I don't want to say famous, but a pretty cool ski that a lot of people know about if you're into the freestyle jet ski stuff, especially back in like the late 2000s. They called it the Thunder Pumpkin. Pat Bogart and Team Extreme put this ski together. It was a full carbon. It was an orange jet ski. Now this is all what I've been told, so don't quote me on it, but this is where the parts supposedly have came from. So right here, we got the hand pole, aluminum hand pole. I'm assuming, I don't know who built it or whatnot, but I know obviously that's Extreme, their steering system. Not sure if they made the pole, but that's the hand pole. It is aluminum, so it's a pretty good pole. But the famous hood that a lot of people comment on a lot of the pictures and stuff when it was posting all that, when they were making these, super cool hood. It's got a few little issues here. We got chip paint, a few little cracks and all that, but we're gonna strip this thing down, obviously, because orange does not go with that gray. So we're gonna strip some of this down, go ahead and get everything off of it, and try to get these two pieces in paint. Still got to get a hold of a low profile hood, like nose piece right here. So got to get a hold of one of those. I think I've already got my hands on one, or not hands on it yet, but I've already got one lined up that I'm supposed to be getting a hold of. So as of right now, what we're gonna be doing is getting all this stuff stripped down and ready to be painted to match up with that thing, because we've got to get this thing going. It's late February, starting to warm up now, so we've got to get all this stuff ready to rock and roll. Yeah, we got all kinds of parts and pieces that came with it. Supposedly this is actually Extreme made this as well. Carbon, little chin pad and all that. I'm gonna re-turf it with some different turf. I'm not really a big fan of this, so that's gonna be fun scraping all that off of this little carbon shell. And like I said, I was gonna change those up there anyways. Little hood latch pieces. So we got some of these that are actually Extreme. If y'all can even see that inside this wrapper, but these are actually their stuff, so we gotta get these repainted as well. And we'll get this thing ready to rock and roll. So let's start stripping this stuff down. All right, we're gonna get a little peek at how it's gonna look. This on there, obviously it's not gonna fit right up to it, because so the reason we got to change this out, because this piece right here will keep the hood from going all the way up to the stock latches. So like I said, we're just going to take a little peek at how it's going to look. It's a lot lower, that's for sure, and a lot lighter. So that's going to be pretty cool, having that much lighter. Definitely still kind of looks goofy because of how high this is right here, but and the color, most definitely the color. So all right, well, that's what she's gonna look like, minus the paint. And now we got to get with the graphics company to get graphics the same. So cool. All right, just for reference, I don't think it'll register it, but we're gonna try to balance this onto here. Yep, okay. So let's get my weight. 202.6. Now we're gonna do the math. Here's with the stock hood. Wow, so this is 22 pounds there. Let's see what this one's gonna be. $10.2 pounds. 10.2. And what did I say with that one? 10.2, 26 pounds. Something, I've done lost it off my head now. Ooh. 22 pounds. 10.2. So that's less than half the weight of this one. That's pretty cool. Now you got to put into play as well. This still has a fire extinguisher. This does not have a fire extinguisher, which is going to be something we're going to have to figure out because I don't want to get a ticket for that. And I got a little rope here and the cell phone holder. So got a couple things that are adding a little bit of weight, but still, that's going to be the weight difference right there. 10.20, no, it says 11 point something. 11 pounds. I'll put it on the screen right here, so I ain't having to do the math in my head right now because I'm thinking about other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Now you know how fat I am, so maybe I should cut some weight, and that'll make a big difference as well. So let's do both of those things: lose weight and fix this up. So cool. Let's get to it. All right, heck yeah. Now we gotta get this thing off here. This may have to get a longer razor blade to get under that because glue is no fun. It's separating slowly but surely. Ugh, that sounds terrible. We'll go ahead and take the steering and everything off as well. That was tight. Tight like a tiger. It should be everything for that. Now I just gotta figure. Oh, jeez, it just keeps ripping. Dang it. All right, well, as you can see, I completely destroyed one of them. This one slid on out pretty easy. All right, showtime. Freestyle, Watcon, a Makuni. Looks like that is all the stickers that are on there. We just got to get some of this other stuff off of here. So here's a real big proof of the ski. Apparently, I'd read somewhere in one of the comments someone had made about it had a color change. This right here definitely proves it, because the original pictures, when Pat Bogart had it and everything, this is the bright orange that it was, and then this is more of like a goldish orange with metallic in it. This is the original color of the ski, so right there is your proof that this was the Pat Bogart Thunder Pumpkin Thunder, whatever you want to call it. So, kind of cool, the history of the ski and all that, kind of being able to keep it going and everything, and adding it to my ski and all that. It's pretty neat. So, I don't really plan on selling this ski anytime soon, so be neat to have a little history piece of freestyle ski and all that on there.
On the hoses or the piping that goes through the hand pole and everything, I ended up getting a hold of some of this. This is like 1¼ inch like pool hosing for pools. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use it, but it is extremely close to the same size. I think it's just a tad bit smaller, but super close. So we may end up using this. Not really 100% sure. Obviously don't like the blue, but it's only going to be that tiny little bit, you know, that you'll see the transition, you know, from here to here. So, and we've already got the blue upgraded Blowsion steering line. So the other thing I was telling y'all about was the nose piece. So obviously we got the stock nose piece, and with the new low profile hood, it hits kind of like right in here roughly. So we got to do a different one of those. I was able to acquire one. It needs a little bit of work, but it is a low profile one. So got a little bit of body work we need to do, some touching up where some other cracks were originally. Probably going to fill these in because they're not symmetrical, and that will drive me crazy. So I've got to fill those in and all that, but we've got one. So we're going to get this taken off and get it mocked up on here and see how it looks. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and pop that off of there.
What?
Yep. I'm gonna have to take all this off to even try to test fit that. All right, well, we're gonna have to, there's still a lot of gas in there. Get the gas tank out, and then we can pop this off. All right, as you can see, I've got all this taken off. I've got to cut these out to be able to get those two tubes down through there, that blue stuff that I bought. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to mock up this little nose piece. But we shall see. It's a little snug. Okay, I was able to get this screw in. This hole is too far forward right here, so I'm gonna have to redo that hole. But the issue I'm seeing is, even if I've done it right there, if I bring this forward like it needs to be, it is super crooked. There's a bad gap right here, so thinking might shift this forward a bit. As you can see, it kind of sticks out just a tad bit more. So I'll slot this over, slide this forward. Well, we got some work ahead of ourselves. Been kind of working on the hood and stuff. Now I'm trying to mock this up. Now I got the nose piece. Like, it's nowhere near ready. But now I can kind of get an idea of where everything's gonna hit and what I need to trim. This hood's still not fitting up perfectly with the stock. but I got it all mocked up where it is fitting on there. At first I wasn't even sure if it was gonna work at all because I know it's on that full carbon fiber Superjet. This is roughly 4 inches shorter than my stock one, which is kind of funny. I didn't realize it was that much shorter, but that's gonna be a lot more room here in the deck. and definitely further stretch to the bars, but it'll be nice to be further forward as well. So I think we just about got the hood, everything adjusted where it needs to be. As of right now, this is where we're at. We are getting really close. It's gonna be super low compared to the stock, the way it was. So well, this is as far as I'm gonna go in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and post it up like this. Next time you see it, hopefully it'll be painted. May not have the graphic because I'm still dealing with him trying to get that little piece up there, or he's gonna have to remake every bit of it. I really don't want to do that, so I'm kind of hoping that he can get just the top section, at least this piece, all redone. Because I don't know if y'all saw, but I did bang into one of my buddies one day coming off a wake, and it ripped the clear off right here. So I can go ahead and replace that whole side too, but this is where we're at. So thanks for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.